This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Break tendency.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Going for deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On a jet sweep, here comes Moore. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 8. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
And it's third down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Jackson. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown.
And I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds, and they're still short of the line to gain, so this is going to be a turnover on downs here. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. Touchdown, Seahawks. So this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped. and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up a third.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's good.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
6-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Packers take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian McCaffrey, 93 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Justin Tucker.
So from back deep. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
The Seahawks.
You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
7 on the play. First down.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time,
he always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Keep going, keep running, man.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part...
And he lost the football.
Go time, baby.
Shedding the tackle.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Out of bounds.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert, airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Green Bay Packer.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan. EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A toss play, Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's get it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check out street. 54. I'm on.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 4th down, Herbert, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, Herbert. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
2nd down.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's into the clear. 20, 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
And goal.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
18. Packers 6.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out to his left. Going up top for Kupp. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then in the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Now Herbert, he's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to... Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. start your week by installing your game plan. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Get off the field.
Touchdown, Packers.
Herbert's pass.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 60 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 46.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
By the Packers.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line. And
he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, 83 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Wayne.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 2. He'll fire deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now the Packers electing to go for 2 here. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Seahawks, nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Herbert following the turnover. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Green Bay.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. He's going to look deep for more, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for
after the incomplete pass here now is second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Again, he targets more. This one is complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Going up top for Kupp. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Herbert's pass.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards.
Green Bay.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Being chased out, and it's a touchdown for the Packers.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Packers 36, Seahawks nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
On the jump ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard.
Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Herbert throwing again. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score, Packers 42. Seahawks nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DJ Moore, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
And what is this?
In punt
They're
formation.
lining up here to punt on first down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 7-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right through an opening, and there he goes. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. From the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
And what is this?
In punt formation.
They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt. An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? And now look at him go. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Moore on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up. I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day. Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that. Maybe.
At their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. That is the wise play because... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. 42, Seahawks 40.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is this?
In punt formation.
They're lining up here to punt on first down. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's? And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Going up top for Kupp. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Packers 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run again. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Steps away. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Herbert down on second down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it. Line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
CeeDee Lamb. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are back within a score. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be second down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 57, Seahawks 53. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third and 2, Herbert. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. It's a foot race.
Run it right down
there. Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So let's see. That was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the first down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the first down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down. But you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped down. He got 6 points for it.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 50, here's Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Copeland. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The tackle made back.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
Touchdown, Packers! CeeDee Lamb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Packers 71, Seahawks 53. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Herbert back to the air. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to number 8.
CeeDee Lamb. 28 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To the air again, Herbert. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Seahawks 53.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to go back to more there, and that'll bring up second down.
He's coming. Check in. Don't let him breathe.
Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it'll bring up third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one.